Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How do we call you? What is your nickname? Is it Mohini or Manasa?
Manasa, sir.
Mansa.
Yes, sir.
So we should call you by your name Mansa.
Yes, sir.
Good. Mansa, welcome to the interview board.
Thank you, sir.
Please begin by introducing yourself to the board.
Yes, sir. My name is R. Sai Mohini Manasa, sir. I came from Srikakulam district of Andhra Pradesh. I completed my graduation in 20.
My first question to you, Manasa, is
Yes,
you
sir.
are a doctor. You're
Yes.
already employed as a medical officer. Government has spent so much of money in making you a doctor.
Yes, sir.
Why do you want to waste all that and become a bureaucrat?
Yes, sir. It is not a waste of money, sir, first thing. As I want to become a civil servant, when I doing my internship and during my college time, I used to see there is an administration chaos in the health department also, sir. And I realized that there should be a health personnel, even in the administration part, which can manage the health department better. So I chose to become, sir.
So, if I get you correctly, only to set right the administrative chaos in the health department, you want to become a bureaucrat.
Not, sir, not only in health department, in various departments there is an administrative chaos which is seen during my internship, sir. Like you used to visit the schools and you used to visit the Anganwadi centers, then you used to see that, sir.
So,
So
to bring about an overall improvement in the society.
yes, sir.
To say that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Manasa, that's one. And police is your second choice, right?
Yes, sir.
No, before that, you are medical officer at China something Visakhapatnam. What is that? China Voltaire Visakhapatnam.
Yes, sir.
What has China got to do with this?
Not China, sir. It's Chinna, sir. Chinna Voltaire. Chinna means in Telugu, Chinna means small, sir, in English.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well,
Fine.
it's because of my lack of knowledge of it's a Telugu word.
Yes, sir. It's a Telugu word.
Okay. My apologies.
Thank you.
So IPS is your second choice, and surprisingly, you have given foreign service as your fifth choice.
Yes.
So my next question is why don't you want to join Indian Foreign Service?
Yes, sir. I prefer to keep my foreign services as my fifth preference, sir. Why? Because I am the elder child of my family, sir. As I have obligation to take care of my parents, sir. That's the first thing. And the second thing is there is many things to do within the country, sir. So I want to prefer to be within our country, sir. To change the internal administration and internal system, I prefer to become IAS or IPS.
See, Manasa, the foreign service does as important a work as the IAS and IPS do within the country. It's just that
Yes,
the theater is different.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But according to my personality and all the things I consider, I choose to become an IAS or IPS, which will better suits to me, sir.
All right. Tell me, police reforms was in the news.
Yes, sir.
Supreme Court has issued some guidelines on police reforms. So two questions from that. One is, why is the police reform become necessary? Two, what are the Supreme Court guidelines, at least the important ones?
Yes, sir. Police reforms is the need of the hour, sir, because there are many, according to many reports, that there is some administrative chaos in the police department, especially in the prisoners department, sir. Recently, the Supreme Court also gave the judgment that first they have to bring the prisoner reform, sir, by using technology, and under trials have to be reduced by fast redressal and everything. And second thing is to, sir, appointments regarding the DGP and other higher positions, sir. And third thing is the criminal reforms, sir, and also changing of the
Criminal
recent new
reforms.
criminal laws, sir. Criminal law
That
reforms,
is a
sir.
different issue.
Yes, sir. And the recent change of the law, sir.
This is a different issue. Manasa, you are
Yes.
not aware of this subject. You will be required to study on it.
Yes.
The major reason why the police reforms became necessary was to minimize the amount of political interference in the police administration, including appointments and postings. And the most important suggestion, therefore, was to give a minimum tenure of 2 years to the officers at the cutting edge level, like the DGPs, like the commissioners of police, like the superintendents of police, like the station house officers, SHOs. So your answer was completely off the track. Wrong. It was wrong answer. So you talked about new change in the new criminal laws. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what are the major changes proposed? Say IPC, CRPC, Evidence Act, separately for the three. Maybe two major changes in each of these three laws.
Yes, sir. Firstly, in Indian Evidence Act, they bring the digital evidences also under it, sir. And apart from that, they also maintain the time frame for the DNA fingerprinting and all the evidences to be within the 90 days, sir.
Time frame, that is not Evidence Act.
Yes, sir. In IPC, they majorly bring about reformative justice, sir, rather than retributive justice, like a community punishments and all the things.
That is one of the minor changes proposed.
And another thing is removing of the adultery and creation, bringing the new laws like that surround the.
Next.
Okay, sir. In CRPC, they bring that they reduce
All
law.
right. All right. You're required to study.
No.
This will not do. Then what is there in the Places of Worship Act?
Yes, sir. In the Places of Worship Act, that before independence, the places which are under religion should be placed under the same religion, except there are two clauses, sir. Ram Janmabhoomi case has to be dealt by the which has to be by the Supreme Court has to be dealt, and another thing is which consists of all the. I am unable to recollect at this moment, sir.
Why it has been in the news?
Recently, many people are making mosques as the Hindu places, and
many people are making mosques as Hindu
making mosques. They are trying to approaching the Supreme Court or High Court regarding conversion into the Hindu temples, sir.
All right. Insufficient answer. Anyway, Sandeep ji.
Good afternoon, Mansa.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, let us go to America. Right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, I will make a statement. You tell me what you think of that. I'm saying that Trump's statements might have worked in the US presidential elections, but might not work in the world. What is your take on that?
Yes, sir. Trump basically belongs to the Republican Party, sir. They have the strong statement that Americans first. It might work for their country, but in the holistic, for the whole world, like recent statements regarding the taking of Canada, Greenland, and all the things, making us difficult for the future, sir. At right now, I am not sure, sir. How it.
Okay. Okay. Let's come to your field, medical science.
Hmm.
So tell me, what are the challenges in healthcare in the rural areas of India?
Yes, sir. In rural India, there are few challenges regarding healthcare, sir. First would be lack of the health personnel, sir. Only one-fourth of doctors are present in the rural areas, sir, for the two-thirds of the total population, which are living in the rural areas. And second challenge would be quacks and quacks and informal health workers, sir. Many people will go to them for the health services and came at the late stages of the disease, sir. And third thing would be the infrastructure challenges, sir. Like lack of refrigerators and for the vaccinations and ambulance services, etc.
Okay. So you have an interest in music, you said.
Yes, sir.
Which kind of music?
Indian and Western music, sir.
Indian and Western, Indian classical vocal or Indian instrumental or Indian Bollywood?
Indian Bollywood, sir.
Bollywood, okay. So tell me, up to the mid 70s, the Bollywood songs were remembered, they are still remembered by everyone, whatever songs were composed during that period. What was so different about that?
Yes, sir. During that time, they're more focused about the instruments and the slow melody, more or like similar to the Hindustani ones, sir. In recent times, it is changing to the Western music and adapting the different instruments of the Western types.
Okay. So, okay, let us move to Delhi. So, Delhi election process has started.
Yes, sir.
What do you understand by this term crowdfunding?
Yes, sir. Crowdfunding means by pooling of the money from the people, sir, directly and giving money for the political parties directly by the based on their voter distribution and previous elections, sir. It is called crowdfunding of elections.
Okay. So, the present Chief Election Commissioner's term is ending in February.
Yes.
So, how will the new Chief Election Commissioner be appointed?
Yes, sir. Recently, Supreme Court, by Supreme Court judgment, central government has made some reforms, sir. First is to establish some ground committee which consists of the five bureaucrats. They give the names to the which consists of committee of prime minister and opposition party leaders, sir. uh, they will take one of the name from those five members and appoint as the chief election commissioners.
Okay. So, tell me, Mansa, have you heard of Amravati marbles?
Amravati Marble, sir. No, sir, I'm not aware of it. I can try, sir, if you can give me a chance. I
Okay,
can.
okay, okay.
It might be the marbles which are coming from the Kadapa rock system, sir.
No, no, no. I'm
No,
referring to the sculptures which are popularly known as Amravati marbles.
no, sir, I'm not.
You are aware of the Amravati sculptures?
Yes, sir, I am aware of Amravati sculptures, sir.
What do they depict and what are the motives? Tell me.
Yes, sir. It is made from the white marble, sir. It is mostly it consists of the Buddhist architecture, sir. The detailings of that it consists of the jatakas and stories in the Ramravati sculpture, sir.
And what are the jatakas?
Jatakas are short stories which are told by the Buddhist monks and written in the Buddhist literature, sir.
Do you remember one jataka?
No, sir, I am unable to recall.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Mansa.
Okay, sir.
Over to Mr. Saravanan.
So what do you know about this word Mohini? It's one of the very famous in mythology of India. Your name has Mohini. Ravada Sai Mohini.
Yes, sir. Mohini is the female avatar of Vishnu, sir. During the churning of the ocean, for the Amrit, there is a fight tussle between the demons and the gods, sir. During that, Mohini avatar was taken by the Vishnu and gave that Amrit to the gods, sir.
What is the moral of the story? Why the Vishnu has to take a Mohini avatar? Vishnu himself would have come as Vishnu himself. Why he has to take a Mohini avatar? What is the moral of the story?
It might shows the woman equality, or maybe I'm not sure of it, sir. Why take it out?
See, you belong to Mala community.
Yes.
And another one scheduled caste community is Madigas, right? Andhra.
Yes, sir, Madigas.
Madigas. So how do you see the progress of both the communities in Andhra Pradesh, Malas and Madigas, last 60 years? How each one progressed as a community? Equally or differentially? You don't have data?
Yes, sir. I don't have any data, sir, but Madigas have slightly low literacy rates compared to the Malas, sir. And opportunities, employment opportunities for the Madigas is also low, sir, compared to Mala.
Do you suggest
Mala
separate reservation inside scheduled caste, like division of scheduled caste reservation into 2, 3, 4, like you suggest that?
Yes, sir. It is a need of the hour, sir.
You are a daughter of a government servants. Your father and mother both are government servant.
Yes, sir.
You are a little better placed than another Mala person from Srikakulam.
Yes, sir.
So you feel like some creamy layer has to be introduced in scheduled caste reservations also. What has taken Supreme Court in this matter? Supreme Court has taken some decision on this matter recently.
Yes, sir. Supreme Court has asked to make the subcategorization of SC and ST, sir. Apart from that, it also make an appeal to the central government that creamy layer and non-creamy layer should also be in the SC or STs for the time being, not at present. According to my opinion, sir, there must be
So
a
what
creamy.
is Supreme Court finally finalized? That judgment is passed. Supreme
Yes.
Court made an opinion. What is the opinion on this creamy layer?
There is
it
a
the power now with the Supreme Court or with the Parliament?
Parliament, sir.
So had the Supreme Court made a categorical observation?
What? Pardon, sir?
The Supreme Court has made a categorical observation. The power is only with the Parliament. Are you sure? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
So, okay. Do you suggest a creamy layer for scheduled caste also, reservation also?
Yes, sir. I suggested the creamy layer reservation for both SC and ST, sir.
In this case, you may be also affected. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Is it okay for me, sir?
As a doctor, and you are a gold medalist in community medicine, how do you feel that the handling of COVID, which has, sacked the world, both physical, human resources, everything. How do you feel this, whether they handled this proper or anything could be done better?
Sir, like in India or in the whole world, sir?
India. India.
Okay.
COVID management in India.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Firstly, sir, it exposed our several health gaps and infrastructure gaps, sir, because many departments worked in siloed approach before, sir. But we better handle the COVID in the first wave itself, sir. We have provided.
Okay, maybe sir's connectivity issue.
Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, Dr. Manasa. Very good afternoon. Right. Maybe taking clue from sir's question, you're a doctor, and sir has mentioned you're also.
Unmute yourself.
Muted. Please.
Yes, sir.
Our response to COVID, whether it is sufficient or something better, because COVID is basically a community reaction. See, it's not an individual reaction, rather community has to be reacted. So as a community medicine specialist, how do you feel our reaction was?
Yes, sir. During the first wave of COVID, we handled it better than any developed countries, sir, because we used the isolation technique and quarantine techniques to less spread of the disease to the community, sir. Why? Because for COVID-like diseases, prevention is better than cure, sir. There is no specific treatment for it. But during the second wave and third wave, many deaths had happened during the due to COVID, sir, due to misinformation and mishandling from the government side and also from the private hospitals also, sir. At that time, we there is a thing that public there is must be the capping of the private hospital pricing and infrastructure costs and all the things, sir.
Yeah. Now, whether like in community medicine, you see a treatment or reaction through using the community strength.
Yes.
For a particular community, particular type of diseases, particular type of reactions. Okay. There, India has a very, very close-knit community compared to other abroad, the US or UK. Even 1 crore population in New York is not fully networked. Whereas Srikakulam, that's 10 lakh population will be networked hugely, closely through clan and kindred. So we should have not utilized that network to disseminate information, to make them comply with the regulations like wearing a mask or social distancing. We should have made some effort like that, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, have we failed in that? I'm asking you. Have we failed utilizing the community strength of India?
Yes, sir.
Agree or not agree with me?
Agreeing, sir.
The Caesarean, urban middle class and upper middle class having more percentage of Caesarean in all the urban places compared to lower classes. You see, it's a development or some failure in medicine. That's a statistics. I'm giving you statistics. It's a statistics in the newspapers. Yeah, you see more cesarean in urban middle classes, a good development, or low number of cesarean in lower classes.
Yes.
As some problem.
Yes, sir. First thing is, many upper middle class in urban areas having the high risk pregnancies, sir. So they are opting for the C-section rather than the normal deliveries, sir.
Why? Why so?
Due to late marriages and due to risk of the obesity, blood pressure and low height, everything, sir. Compared to the rural areas, sir.
You mean to say being upper middle class, they get into trouble of late marriages and complicated deliveries?
It's one of the things, sir. And another thing is, in private hospitals, they prefer to make a C-section, sir, in many private hospitals also.
Okay. As a health secretary of Andhra Pradesh, what is your first order? Executive order.
First, I would like to make a change at local government, sir.
Health Secretary.
Health secretary, sir. Okay.
After 20 years of your career, don't do it, not now. What
Yes.
you'll do? Got a chance to sign on order which will be implemented throughout state with the help of your health minister. You don't have any dream plan.
Yes, sir.
You don't have or do have a dream plan?
Yes, sir. I have a plan, sir.
Make it fast.
Yes, sir. I want to make a strong integration of the primary health centers with the health wellness centers and sub-centers, sir, because it is the first basic treatment which are people taking, like Jan Swasthya Sahyog model in Jharkhand, sir, with the help of the with the help of paramedical officers.
You know what is this term called pitches in Bastar Plains? Pitches. You know what is the term called pitches in Bastar Plains?
No, sir.
Mentioning about the girls in Bastar Plains. It's near to you, right? Srikakulam is near to Bastar Plains,
Yes.
Odisha.
No,
Now,
sir.
young girls called pitches. You don't know?
No, sir. I'm not.
And the social problems?
In Telugu, there is a word pitchy, sir, which means mental health, who are suffering from the mental health issues are called pitchy, sir.
Okay. But in Bastar Plains, you don't.
No, sir, I am not aware.
Thank you. Chiran brother.
Dr. Manasa, one more time, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. The question what I was about to ask them. You are a doctor,
Sir.
and your DAF says that you're also gold medalist in community medicine, right? So having these traits and these achievements, what do you think, according to you, what advantage you'll be having over others when you're posted as a district magistrate or district collector?
Yes, sir. Compared to the other people, I would have these following advantages. Like, first thing is health is one of the human capital, sir. So my preference would be focusing on the community and preventive care medicine, sir. And another is strategic purchasing, sir. Preferring the medical equipment and purchasing them based on the outcome basis, sir. Not on the passive purchasing, just like dumping all the medical devices without any knowledge, sir. It is one of the advantages, sir.
No, right. Now see, Andhra Pradesh have been a forerunner when it comes to introducing new policies and models when it comes to medical infrastructure.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And eventually other states in India have followed Andhra Pradesh. In that way, can you pinpoint some of the very, say for example, such initiatives which is first of its kind in India and which has become a super duper hit in the rest of the parts of India?
Yes, sir. First is Arogyashri, sir. Providing the free medical aid up to the 5 lakhs for 100 or 120 diseases, sir. Another is 108 services, sir. 108 ambulance services, sir. And another thing is family physician concept, sir. Recently it is started. It is also one of the evolving concepts, sir. Trying to implement in other states also, sir.
Okay. You would have heard about this one nation, one election concept, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you think it is feasible, or you feel that there are plenty of challenges we have in front of us?
Yes, sir. It is feasible when all the states will come to the statements or come to the par with center, sir. Or otherwise, it is difficult for center to implement, sir. But there are few challenges also, sir.
The proposal itself came from the center.
Yes, sir. It came from center, sir. But for conducting elections, there must be the coordination between state and center, sir.
No, that is okay. What I'm asking, if at all, if you're implementing one nation, one election, what will be the advantage and what will be the challenges?
One of the advantages are election spending, sir. Spending will be reduced, and there must be a continuity in the. There must be no holidays or model code of conduct will be reduced, sir. which will improve the administrative functioning. Every time order of conduct at every elections is difficult, sir. But there are few challenges, sir, like providing a large infrastructure and human manpower for conducting elections. And another thing is there might be the influence of center also, sir.
What about managing the election? What about the security issues and others?
It would be also challenges, sir, but in future it might be uh, reduced, sir, within 10 to 15 years by increasing the manpower of the election commission. It might reduce, sir.
Okay, right. Somewhere in your DAF, you have mentioned that you have also won medals in debate, right?
In essay, sir, in essay, sir.
Yeah, essay competition, not in debate.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay. One final question, Dr. Manasa. You know, India is highly populated. To be very precise, it is the most populated country in the world, right? The direct, simple question: why India is so much populated?
Uh, like before 1970, you don't have any family planning regulations, sir. So it is one of the reason our TF total fertility level is above 6, sir, during that time. And recently it reduced to the replacement level, sir. And another thing is maybe the poverty of.
Yeah, just for, sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
When you said family planning has reduced this total fertility rate, if the total fertility rate is reduced, the population should come down. But whereas the population is increasing.
Yes, sir, total fertility rate is coming down, sir, but it will take time, sir. At least after total fertility level, for the population to come down, it will take around 15 to 20 years, sir.
Now, the question is, I'm asking you, why India is so much populated? What has increased this population? What are the different factors which has resulted in the huge growth of this population?
I'm not sure, sir. Maybe poverty is one of the reasons, sir. If they're having more child, they can go to work and earn during the early times. It might be one of the reasons, sir. Especially in the northern India, like Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, it is highly dense population, sir. It might be one of the reason. And another thing would be. Um, there are some religious phenomena also present, sir, that Muslims are having the more children compared to, so but I'm not sure.
Okay. So there ends my question. I'm just passing to Chairman, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chalian. And good afternoon to you again, Dr. Manasa.
Yes, sir.
So the formal part of your interview is over. Now, Dr. Manasa, I would request you to tell us, in your assessment, how has been your interview today?
Sir. I might perform well in the health related questions, sir, but I might lack knowledge in the police related things and the current affairs also, sir, and in some current affairs. I have to build over that, sir.
All right, Dr. Manasa, here is what I have to tell you, and my co-panelists will also tell you what they feel about your performance and how it can be improved upon. To begin with, Dr. Manasa, let me tell you, you are a very honest, sincere, and a good candidate. Right? The only thing is you don't smile.
Uh, the thing is, I'm at the office workspace, sir.
So, in office, smiling is prohibited.
No, sir, no, not at all, sir.
Smile.
Yes, sir.
Not always, but at places you should smile. It lightens the atmosphere and To tell you the truth, the interview board members sitting there since 10 in the morning, they would also like a smiling face. Smiling face will make them happier, and happier they are, your numbers will be happier.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when I told you that you are a good candidate, you indeed are. What you lack is specific knowledge in certain areas, right? That you will have to overcome. And I'll tell you how you can go about it. Your interview is on February 25.
Yes, sir.
So it is 5 weeks from now, almost. And that's a long enough time to make even major course corrections. So you can overcome these small problems and rectify your shortcomings and be able to do very well,
Yes, sir.
right? The first of all, I'll start with your physical appearance, Dr. Manasa. Are you all? No, you are not in Delhi. You must be there in your state only. So when you come to Delhi, February will be cold enough, so you will be wearing a sari.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
So you are comfortable wearing a sari?
Actually, not, sir, but I am.
Practice. Tell your mother, elder sister, if any, no, you said you're the eldest in the family. Ask your mother or any other senior lady member in the family or immediate family to teach you how to tie a sari. Because when you come to Delhi, you will be on yourself. Will your
No,
mother or somebody accompany you?
yes, sir. My mother is accompanying me, sir. I am
Then it
coming
is fine.
3 weeks
Then it
prior
is
to
fine.
it, sir. I am coming 3 weeks prior to the interview date, sir.
So wear a sari, get yourself, familiar with wearing a sari. Because somebody who wears sari for the first time on the day of the interview, he might become uncomfortable. So थोड़ा practice का जरूरत है.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's the one part. Now, I've also already told you that you generally have been wearing a serious face, which is not correct. And I noticed one thing. Where you knew your subject, you were fluent in your talk, your answers. Where you didn't know the subject, you were hesitant. But it is but natural.
Okay, sir.
Some specific topics that I have mentioned and noticed is selection of CEC. Your answer was only partly correct. In fact, this has kicked up a controversy. The court had suggested that, what you said about the search committee, that is the search committee.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Five people selecting names, then they will give you to the selection committee. The court had said that the selection committee should comprise of the Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition, and Chief Justice of India. Then the court had said that this will remain valid till government brings out a specific law in this connection. So subsequently, government has brought out a specific law in which they have replaced the Chief Justice of India with a cabinet minister.
Yes.
So now that it is the law, it is there, but the court has not liked it, and the Chief Justice has mentioned that sometime in the month of February, they will look into it, whether it should be there or not. So the last word has not spoken on this subject, but at the moment, there will be a search committee. They will recommend a name which will be scrutinized by Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition, and one more cabinet minister. That's the law at the moment. You should be knowing about it.
Okay, sir.
Second thing which I wanted to bring it to your notice was your answer about one nation, one election. Your answer should be to the point. Why give long answers? The major pluses are that the expenses on police deployment many times will be reduced. If you have to hold elections together, simple logic, if the Lok Sabha and Assembly elections are being held together, one police deployment will do. Otherwise, you will have to deploy police all over again. And electioneering, holding an election is a huge expenditure.
Yes, sir.
It's a single one-line answer. The second big advantage is, this model code of conduct. The governance for that period goes for a 6. So if it is jointly reduced once when the elections are jointly held, it doesn't have to be done over and over again. So the overall governance in the country improves. But what are the flip sides? Flip sides, you should read. Flip sides should be if the assembly falls, then the election will only be held for the remaining period of time. Then opposition has been crying hoarse that the federal principles will take a hit. I don't know how federal principles will be affected, but yes, there is something in it that when the elections are simultaneously held, probably the central issues will prevail over the local issue, some such thing. But do read on this subject. Finally, another thing which I noted was TFR. Total fertility rate, it came down because of family planning. Yes, it helped, but more because of education among the women. The more educated the women are, they are more aware of the size of their family. And at the moment, TFR is more, what is the replacement rate?
Yes, sir. Yes.
How much it is?
At now it is 2, sir.
No. Ideal replacement rate.
Ideal replacement is 2.1, sir. Now it is 2.
2.1, right? Now India is 2.0,
Yes, sir.
except in 2 states, UP and Bihar. Bihar is the highest, 2.7 or something. UP is less, 2.4 or something. But this is the position of the total fertility rate. Now I'll come to the contents of your answer. Contents of your answer, I already mentioned that where you knew, you were lucid, you were good. Where you didn't know, you were hesitant. So what you should need to do is you will become lucid and knowledgeable if you take care of your knowledge gaps. How can you do that? You have about 5 weeks time from now. So the questions in the interview will come from mainly 5 sources. First is your place of birth, which is in your case, it is Srikakulam, Andhra Pradesh, right?
Yes, sir.
Questions on Srikakulam, Andhra Pradesh, including where can be the capital of Andhra Pradesh, Amravati, this, that, and the other. Srikakulam, Naxalite problem, LWE. Okay. So questions from your place of birth. Second will be questions from your subject of graduation, which is MBBS. You are a doctor, right? Third will be your optional. What optional did you have?
Medical sciences itself, sir.
So both from medical sciences. Fourth will be what you have mentioned as your habits, etc. in DAF. So prepare answers from in DAF. I have not noted. So you'll have to see what you have mentioned in your DAF. Prepare on that. And finally, current affairs. Which newspaper do you read?
Hindu, sir.
Hindu. Add one financial newspaper. Read these 2 newspapers religiously every day till the morning of the interview.
Okay.
Why I am insisting on the morning of the interview is that some board member might ask you, well, Dr. Manasa, have you seen today's newspaper? You are not supposed to say no, I am sorry. You are supposed to say, yes, I have seen, even if you have been able to glance through. So you can say, sorry, sir, I didn't have enough time to read it in detail, but I have seen the headlines. They might ask you, well, in that case, tell me 1 or 2 headlines. You should be able to give that answer. Okay. So, and if you read a newspaper religiously, it will largely take care of your knowledge gap in current affairs. Hindu is a good newspaper.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is now that you have identified the 5 sources from where questions will come. Now think of maybe 20 questions from each of these fields. 20 questions from each of these fields, maybe 100 in all. Maybe some question like from your home state, something less, current affairs, some more questions. After we have listed these questions, prepare to the point answers on all those questions. To the point, 1, 2, 3, like bullet points.
Okay.
And then you read these answers over and over again. Dr. Manasa, if you read it 5, 6 times, you will be able to remember.
Yes.
In fact, you can sit down in front of a mirror and practice also. Say, if this question is asked in the interview, how I am going to answer. Once you have mastered the contents, you see, 80 to 90% questions will come from these 5 sources only. Once you have mastered that, the major battle in your interview has been won. And after that, if there is something which even all that preparations something which you don't know, feel free to admit that, sorry, sir, I need to read more on this subject. Do it in a polite manner. No one will mind it, and it is perfectly human not to know everything. No one knows.
Yes, sir.
That, Dr. Manasa, concludes my recommendations. I will finish by saying that you are a good, solid candidate. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Just go and live up to your expectations. You can do it.
Thank you, sir.
Sandeep ji.
Mansa, you've got a very detailed analysis from Chairman sir. Okay, listen to it again in the video and follow it to the core. I'll only add that when you read the newspaper, read the editorial religiously, because that will give you a balanced perspective. Your answers must reflect both sides of the issue. Okay, without taking sides.
Okay, sir.
And second thing, in the interview, do not lose your originality, your naturalness. Be yourself. You are going to make it. Okay? Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Manasa, your key areas will be like on a community medicine,
Yes, sir.
women health in rural India, and your medicine and COVID, all these things will be a key area. So, Chairman sir has given a very detailed feedback. You listen once or twice before going for a next mark, as well as on the final interview, and ensure that I'm happy with your answer on creamy layer and other issues. Okay, but just abreast with the recent Supreme Court judgment on that. See what is observation in detail. Okay, all the best.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. A few observations from my side, Dr. Manasa. See, number one, when you started the interview, mock interview, your confidence level were very high. Very precise. I rated that time your confidence was something like overconfident. Confidence, right? Slowly and steadily, your confidence level has come down towards somewhere, right, in the middle of the interview. Okay, the tempo you have to maintain. Okay, your energy level, your confidence level, till the end, you have to, say, for example, follow the same tempo. This is number one. Number two, one of the questions when chairman sir asked, you said my personality suits more for IAS and IPS. I was a bit surprised by that answer, because every service is equally treated, and so the greatest personality is part of each and every service. Okay, so we should have a mutual, means almost respect for each and every service. Okay, that is your preference, right? But somewhere this answer alone, somewhere I was taken by surprise. Okay, yeah, this is one. And one of the question I have asked, okay, some of the questions when it was related to your field, answer was very beautiful. But when I asked you why exactly India is populated, highly populated, after giving some of the dimension, you said you have taken the name of a community, and you said that is also one of the reasons. That should not.
Okay.
That should not be. Reason. See, for example, if you ask me what is the reason, I would say it is a tropical plains. Anywhere in the world you take it, if there is a plain, if there is a fertile land, if the availability of the water is right, more. If at all, if resource is more, it is out to be populated. Okay, it is a very natural law, it will be populated.
Okay, sir.
Right? Okay. So these are some of the observations from my side. I wish you all the best, Manasa. You have sufficient time. Right. So whatever Chairman Sir has given a detailed analysis, just follow it. Right?
Yes.
Wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Manasa.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Good
you.
luck to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
You can log out now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.